Right from a multi-million dollar space toilet breaking down in the void to the blistering 5,000 degree heat during a terrifying re-entry and traveling the absolute farthest any human beings have gone in our entire history. Over the next 8 minutes, you're going to hear the top 10 most mind-bending facts and the real science behind the historic Artemis 2 missions. Welcome back to Learn Space Science. I'm your learning coach, Dr. Vinod Kumar. Humanity has officially returned to deep space. But if you are looking online right now, the internet is flooded with wild rumors. Today, we are going on a rapid-fire fact-finding mission. No heavy jargons, just the absolute mind-blowing truth with the real numbers to back it up. Let's count down the top 10 realities of Artemis 2. The 8.8 million pound liftoff. The SLS rocket doesn't just take off, it essentially detonates upwards, burning an astonishing 1,500 gallons of propellant every single second. It produces 8.8 million pounds of thrust. To put that in perspective, that is 15% more explosive lifting power than the legendary Saturn V rockets of the Apollo era. You don't just hear a launch like that. You feel it rattling your bones even from miles away. The ultimate hands-free joyride. If you picture the astronauts violently gripping steering wheels to get into space, forget it. During the 8-minute climb to orbit, the computers executed over 2.5 million lines of code to guide the ship. Commander Reed Wiseman was ready to hit the abort button, but the spacecraft handled the heavy lifting. The crew went from 0 to 17,500 miles per hour while experiencing up to 4 Gs of crushing force, all on autopilot. The deep space iPhone reality. Did the crew take photos of the moon with an iPhone? Yes, they actually did. They carried specially customized silver iPhone 17 Pro Max units. The specialized glass on these models is highly resistant to shattering, a critical safety requirement in a zero gravity environment. Apple CEO Tim Cook even took to social media to publicly congratulate NASA and the crew for taking iPhone photography to new heights, a post that racked up over 350,000 views in just a matter of hours. The multi-million dollar space plumber, $23 million. That's exactly how much NASA spent designing the Universal Waste Management System. And just hours after launch, a jammed fan knocked this high-end toilet completely offline. For 5 highly stressful hours, the crew had to use backup plastic bags called collapsible contingency urinals. Thankfully, mission specialist Christina Koch stepped up as the ultimate space plumber, guided by Houston, to successfully dismantle and repair the commode mid-flight. Shattering the untouchable record. For over 50 years, Apollo 13 crew held the record for the farthest distance humans had ever traveled from Earth. Artemis 2 just smashed it. They flew an astonishing 252,756 miles into the dark. Imagine holding a tiny blue gas marble at arm's length. That marble contains every ocean, every mountain, and every human being you ever loved. That was their view from 250,000 miles away. If you are loving this fact-finding mission and want to keep bustling space myths with me, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. My goal is to turn your curiosity into real-life superpowers, and you won't want to miss our next deep dives. Alright, let's get into the most dangerous parts of the mission. The 45 minutes of terror. When the Orion capsule flew behind the far side of the moon, roughly 2,000 miles of solid lunar rock completely blocked Earth's radio signals. For 45 agonizing minutes, mission control in Houston heard nothing but static. The crew was utterly completely alone in the freezing void, executing their orbital flyby in total radio silence. The built-in cosmic trampoline. How did they get back without massive fuel tanks to turn the ship around? They used a free return trajectory, a cosmic slingshot. Imagine throwing a baseball just behind a speeding freight train. The aerodynamics would grab the ball and whip it violently forward. The capsule purposely missed the moon by about 6,400 miles, allowing lunar gravity to grab it and hurl it straight back towards Earth at thousands of miles an hour. The tilted angle of survival. When they arrived back on Earth, they couldn't just drop straight down. They had to hit the atmosphere at precise tilted angle. Think of skipping a flat stone across a pond. If their angle was too steep, they would experience a fatal 20 Gs of force and instantly burn up. If it was too shallow, they would bounce off the atmosphere and be cast out into deep space forever. The runway heating escalation. Hitting the air at Mach 32, nearly 25,000 miles per hour, creates a violent shockdown. The air can't move out of the way fast enough, so it compresses. The friction skyrocketed the temperature to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is half the temperature of the sun's surface. The window went from pitch black to a blinding, fiery white with only 1.5 inch of thick ablative heat shield stopping the capsule from vaporizing. The brutal splashdown reality. When the parachutes finally opened and they splashed into the Pacific Ocean, it wasn't a clean Hollywood ending. After 10 days of weightlessness, Earth's gravity hits you like a ton of bricks. The astronauts experienced intense dizziness and nausea, and before they could even open the hatch to breathe fresh air, recovery teams had to spend roughly 2 hours ensuring that highly toxic ammonia and hydrogen gases outside the capsule had completely cleared. Artemis 2 is officially in the history books. They faced plasma walls, communication blackouts, and freezing void, and they conquered it all. When you step outside tonight and look up at the moon, don't just see a white circle in the sky. See it as a destination. See it as a history book showing us how dynamic our neighborhood is. Humanity is finally stepping back onto the stage, but how did we actually build the massive rocket that made this 250,000 mile journey possible? Click the video right here on the screen where we break down the incredible science, engineering and raw explosive power of the SLS rocket that drove the Artemis mission. Keep looking up, stay curious, and I will see you over in that video.